YouTube, podcast listeners, Glow Yard, Instagram, Facebook, Playback. Welcome to the best, brightest, and blackest combat sports review show on YouTube. We talk combats, where we talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. I am one of your hosts, King. I'm joined with my fellow hosts. I'll go around the round table. Queen, how are you today, babe?
I look forward. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
I look forward to the wrestling product of next week, not as much this week. This week was kind of catastrophic. But how are you, babe?
I am lovely, babe. Thank you always for asking. Travis,
Always.
thank you. Travis, how are you today, bro? How you feeling? You muted? Yeah. He can't unmute. Hold on. Maybe I gotta unmute him. No, he's not muted. I can't hear you though, Travis. I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, BA, what's up with you, bro? Travis missed the tactical difficulty.
I'm doing pretty good. How is everyone? No, I should be muted now. Can you hear me?
That was like a minute later.
Oh, all right.
Your time is up. My time is now.
I don't know. There you go.
No, I'm good, brother. I'm good. Let's rock.
All right, let's do this. If you don't know already, we normally go around the room and give our highs and lows of the wrestling product for the week, mainly WWE. We also give a letter grade after all of that. We also give you a little bit of wrestling tea based off some news and all we may know or different things we want to talk about. But do us a favor while you're at it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button near BA's left shoulder down there. Also hit the like button and the notification bell so you guys are always notified of when we drop this new fire. We drop shows normally around 3 p.m. on Sundays, but we are black folks, so times change. We always warn you of that, so definitely hit the notification bell for that. Also, do us another favor. Follow us on We Talk Combat Clips, where we show the condensed versions of these after the show is over. So, yeah, let's get straight to the show, y'all. What is it, the highs and lows? All right, another week of WWE product, y'all. Let's start. We had Raw. Mr. Gunther returned. Shout out to Gunther. We had NXT. The Ruler returned and officially addressed Mr. Ricky Saints, as BA showed earlier. We had TNA. Actually, Mike Santana came out, cut a nice little promo about the NXT guys that supposedly screwed him out of the championship, that short reign. We had SmackDown, where our guy, the guy on the thumbnail today, Mr. Camelo Hayes, got a major victory. I mean, it wasn't a pinfall or submission, but we'll talk about that as well. And on AAA, if you didn't see it last night, I know a lot of folks don't watch it because it's mainly in Spanish when it's not one of their major events. But the Lucha Brothers returned, or actually came back, cut a promo about against Dom and El Grande Americano. So we got that to talk about today. So let's go around the round table, y'all. Let's give like I said, highs and lows of the week and our overall letter grade. And I'll start with you, babe. What were your highs and lows of this week's wrestling, WWE wrestling, and what's your overall letter grade? And don't forget you're muted. You gotta unmute yourself.
I did take time to watch the highlights from both of the weeks because I did watch them both live. But I had to go back and refresh because I was kind of perplexed because it seemed like it was almost just like what we just saw on TNA a few weeks ago, where it was like a huge, cluster of people fighting and stuff on screen and after the cameras stopped rolling. As far as the matches go and the people that came back, we had Gunther come back this week, and John Cena had his last Raw and his last SmackDown, I believe, this week as well.
He was
And with
already
Gunther, we hadn't seen
done
him
with
in a minute.
SmackDown, baby. But yeah, last Raw, I think.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So he was doing his last of his
That was
the
last week
weekly
though,
shows or whatnot.
wasn't it? I
It
don't.
was last week?
Yeah, I think it was
I
last
thought it
week.
was
Actually.
Monday.
Yes, the SmackDown was
Yeah.
last. The Raw was this past.
Oh,
Raw.
was okay. Okay,
Yeah.
well, either way, John Cena was saying bye to the main product because we're building up for Saturday night's main event and WarGames this weekend. Or Survivor Series, something this week. We got another PLE. We always got a bunch of PLEs. So that was kind of what everything was about this week. We saw AJ Lee come back to join up with what was it, Rhea and Alexa Bliss in them, so that they can do their little squad for that. So that was kind of like meh. I didn't really care much for them, but we got to see some more of Lash Legend though, so I was excited about that and what they're kind of building with her and Nia Jax. Kind of curious about how that's going to go. What else did we have? I know that Solo was it, I guess last week was it Solo and Dolph Ziggler? Was that this week? Like everything's kind of like muddling together at the moment. But regardless of all that, Melo had a big moment on the main brand. So as I've mentioned on a few other shows, I'm curious about what's going to happen after everything is said and done about his storyline, and that if Trick comes up, are they going to kind of like the storylines together? Or are they going to give them two separate storylines and link them together? But the wrestling part this week was kind of boring, to be honest, on my opinion. As I said, always the weeks before we have a PLE, every match is kind of geared towards setting up for the PLE. So basically, we got to see was everybody do their banding together of who's going to play, or who's going to fight with who, or who's going to fight on what teams for each of the matches for this weekend. Yeah, as I said, it wasn't like there wasn't any aha moments other than the fight after the cameras went off, where we got to see Cody. Like everybody was kind of having a brawl, so it actually was kind of cool. Let me actually not downplay. It was kind of actually cool now I think about it. Got to see Roman in there and Roman flying through some of the side banisters, and Cody Rhodes also on a little, I guess, little off TV moment. He was beat up by Drew McIntyre and left in like his I guess his little libations van. So that was, I guess, that was kind of cute. I always keep asking for more of those, so I got what I wanted with that. So they did put another one of those out there. But as I said, it was just kind of like I don't know. This week was I feel like this week we did see a lot of talent. As far as some of the people that we don't see as often or haven't seen in a while. Nikki Bella went heel too as well this week. Uh, so I felt like it was a lot for people to see if you are seeing it live. So you got to see a lot of different talent that you don't normally see. But as I said, because they're trying to set up for a PLE, it seems like a lot of people they try to throw together normally wouldn't even be messing with each other. And that some of these matches, again, they kind of mean nothing because in some cases, nothing is really on the line. So this week for wrestling, I know I kind of droned on because it was like everything kind of smushed together. All I mainly remember is that there was brawls, I think, on both the channels this week, on both the shows this week. Which again I said was funny because they kind of basically took that from TNA or NXT from one of those when they had their little brawl not even a few weeks ago. So I guess I'll be the negative Nancy today and I'll get everything started. I will give this week's wrestling product a D. I didn't see Randy Orton either. I don't remember seeing him at all. So yeah, definitely a D product this week.
Randy Orton don't exist in wrestling anymore. All right, you gave it a D. Pause. Travis, what's your highs and lows of this week's WWE product, and what's your overall letter grade? Let's see. 1, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. 3, Mississippi.
It's cutting in and out,
4, Mississippi.
Travis. You cutting in and out. You cutting in and out. So like we could only hear like.
Yeah, I don't know.
nothing.
You like
It
way
didn't make
behind,
sense.
Travis. We can't hear you, bro. BA, what's your highs and lows for this week's wrestling, and what's your overall letter grade? BA, can you hear me?
Was to also giving it the
Okay.
same exact grade as Queen did. Now, I was gonna give it a D is because
Travis, you there?
it's like I don't understand why John had
Raw. Cena came out with Raw. That was
Okay. Am I being her queen? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, Queen hears me. I don't know what's up with Travis and BA right now. They like breaking up.
I don't know either because I hear you.
Yeah.
Travis, say something.
Hey.
Do you hear me, Travis?
I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. All right, so Travis does hear people. Travis, you
Might need
coming in
to
like
go
a
on.
minute later. BA,
Bring
you
him.
like frozen again, like last week. Uh-oh, now you moving.
Yeah, he's going on and off, being
Now you
frozen
moving.
in different positions.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Say your points. One of y'all just start
Give
talking
me
your
a
points.
give me a second.
All right, Travis, go ahead. Say your points.
Something.
All
Yes.
right, we hear you.
Now I had not a
Someone's
word.
going
Right,
through
he started
technical
going into his
difficulties
stuff.
right
I
now.
have no clue. Travis went ahead and switched his
So,
stuff up.
Travis, who wants to try to talk
And
first? Travis or
now
BA?
y'all gotta work. Y'all gotta go ahead and like talk on that
So what I
before
was saying
you do it. There you go. Before you
in
actually
this
fix stuff,
week of
see it work.
Okay,
week's
go
worth of
ahead,
wrestling
Travis.
a D was because basically I felt as
BA, it's all you, bro.
You cut out again.
Am I coming
You
through
cut
better?
out again.
Yeah, you good,
Travis.
man. Travis, I don't know what's going
All
on,
right,
man.
bet.
6-man tag team match on Raw this week. I feel as if John Cena should have had at least a solo match.
Go ahead, BA.
He's gonna keep coming in and out.
Nah, I muted him.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
All right, that's a bet. So like I said, with Raw, it was Cena's last Raw, so I think they just, they're giving him this rivalry with Dom to end out, and I know people have their issues with that. And to me, like I don't know, maybe he chose Dom to be like, all right, if I'm going to have a rivalry, because some people was tired of the fact that he was fighting just people one on one and just calling it a day. So this is maybe him looking out for the future in a sense. So let's go with that. And just the fact that we got I guess that moment, especially the crowd loved that triple threat match. I mean the triple trio tag team, or however you want to call it. 3-on-3. There you go. But no, that was cool. It was cool. It had a lot of moments, a lot of spots, 15 knuckle shuffles and the like. So it was entertaining to say the least. And like I said, the crowd was definitely like all 100% entertained by it. Um, Moving forward, um, everything else was just like, Raw was okay. For me, it was nothing special. Uh, Shout out to Javon Evans. I think he performed very well against Gunther, although I know he caught the L. Uh, I just wanted to see him put on a show, and that's what he did. People walked out that arena thinking if they didn't know Javon Evans, they know him now. And that's what you're supposed to do in spots like that. Um, the way it ended, to me, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Netflix. I don't know what's going on with WWE. I don't know what type of agreement they have. They really act as if like the show is literally going off the air and there's another programming coming on, like it's on USA back in the day or something like that. Like, I remember multiple times we was left with cliffhangers because we knew that the show was going to cut off. Now it's like it's Netflix. It just continue the show. I shouldn't have to look at social media from different people's cell phones to get post Raw events that was happening. Which how many times do you have Roman and all these heavy hitters in one ring? Like it doesn't happen often, and we get cut short of some theatrics that happens afterwards. That's completely trash to me. And honestly, I don't appreciate it. Shout out to the fans that was there; they got to see it. But what about the internet community? Like, why are we the ones subjected to that when we are paying for Netflix to see stuff like this? So that was a problem nonetheless.
It's because you don't pay for tickets. Ugh.
I guess facts. And okay, so we gonna move to NXT. NXT was the Gold Rush, their event. That was entertaining. Just the fact that before we get to the last joint, Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. They are an entertaining tag team. They can wrestle a little bit and they can perform. That's kind of what wrestling is all about. Can you keep me captivated within a match? And they could do that. And they went against Joe Hendry and his partner. And that was entertaining. So like that whole match, the Dark State beating Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Like, all right, Javon. Once he lost twice, I was like, he's definitely going to win no AAA. But that was a high flying match. Dark State with their 4 members, constantly putting themselves into this match. That was that was cool. So like I said, that was just like NXT had a very good show, and then it ended the way it ended when you had Oba saying one of the most pause-worthy things of all time. But when he said that, it was like it felt different. It felt like you was in jail when somebody saying that, like that don't carry here. Like that pause game don't carry over in the jail. Like Ricky, you might need to watch yourself, my brother, because Oba, he's going to destroy you, or at least that was the what I got from it in the sense. So I didn't even want to say pause on it. I was like, yo, you better tuck your ass. That's what you better do. But with that being said, Trick comes out, and then what's his name? Born, whatever this other guy comes out, hit him with the chair stuff. He can't talk. He got like some type of issue or something? It's all good though. I ain't gonna talk bad about him, but he interjected himself into this match, and it's cool. Like now I got 4 people, and I know 2 of them are going to take the next step, which leads to the remaining 2 to continue the rivalry going on at NXT. So now I got somebody where as though the other 2 can go and it's okay. That's what I'm hoping for. TNA, I went straight to Mike Santana's spot. He was on that Cry Me a River stuff. It just doesn't connect with me. He doesn't gravitate the audience like a Trick did. So it was hard. Ricky does a better job at audience play versus what Mike Santana does. It might just he's single lane. I'm just going to talk about how hard I had it, pause and my upbringing, and you don't know what it took for me to get here. Cool. But you probably said it to the people about 20 damn times. I'm tired of hearing of it. But I get it. He wanted to go against NXT to get his payback, and then he's supposed to go after the championship belt after that. Cool. SmackDown. SmackDown was SmackDown. I was talking to brother Travis, and when I was cutting his hair, and I was like, man, like we're getting denied of moments. And when I say about that is like, last year when The Rock beat his ass, in backstage and all that, that was a moment when Undertaker will be in the ambulance and come out and just start, smash paws, like just start beating up somebody. Those are moments. I just get Drew McIntyre come out this tour bus or whatever, and Cody just like, can we see that? Can we see certain things like that? That would have been something to see. I just see the after effects. Like,
and then Cody wasn't even out.
To me. Say it again.
I said, and then Cody wasn't even out for the night.
Cody wasn't even out.
Yeah, and he came back miraculously just with 2 band-aids. Like, what that do you got? You got your ass beat Paul's way more than 2 band-aids. But I digress. So he eventually comes back out. Ilya Dragunov had the most pause moment of the whole entire year. So you just want to leave that alone. Just brother, you gotta fix your stuff. We can't be having that. It reminded me, Triple H got a little joint. I guess he was on Tough Enough or something like that, with something similar, and it was just a lot of memes when it comes to that. So that reminded me of that. But just the fact that people on the internet community was talking about like this was the best promo ever with that Cody did and stuff like that. I said, I'm just not feeling it. That was trash to me. He said when he was talking about Drew, I said I was done, but it turns out I'm not done at all, or something like that. That that was the stinger. That was the hook right there. That you're just not done at all. Nothing else, a little spicy or nothing like that. Like, dude, you took acting classes. You're supposed to be better than that. So I didn't necessarily gravitate towards his monologue that he did on top of the table. But it leads me to Carmelo. That's the person I want to highlight right now. And I say that to say Carmelo performed very well in this match. And he got his count out victory. Don't be surprised. I want to be surprised if he continues this. I don't think Gunther's going to win. I'm gonna stand on that. I think Carmelo's going to find another way to fall into a victory, whether it be whether it be a disqualification or something like that. If Carmelo's going to find a way to advance, because I think Gunther's just too obvious. And I think it started now.
Is
I
this
think
your?
it started now. I think it started with the count out.
This your brain or
it's
your
gonna
heart?
Actually, it's both. To be honest with
Okay.
you. Because yeah, that's just what I think. Especially when they say that when Sheamus was out and the Miz is supposed to be replacing him. Let's say the Miz loses against LA Knight. So that's 2 L's that Miz caught within the same tournament, but he sees Carmelo advance just from stage 1 to stage 2. It's not even Gunther yet. Miz might come in and let's say draw some attention or just flat out attack Carmelo after the belt ring. That's a disqualification. Carmelo wins that match. Gunther's pissed off. Gunther has his first rivalry since he comes back against the Miz, smacks him, gets him out the way, and Melo advances because why? He's from Boston. He's from Massachusetts, the same place where Cena's from. He's going to lend out that olive branch to a young and up-and-comer like a Carmelo Hayes. It ain't over yet, my brother. I know that you thought that it was just dark and gloomy, my brother, but there was a shining light, and his name is Carmelo Hayes. Hopefully, this pans out.
He said, "Hopefully, at the end of
that was SmackDown, right? The women's match. I don't want to go without talking about the women's match. Okay. Moving forward, AAA on Saturday. That was cool. The fact that a lot of these guys are now intertwining themselves with NXT and the main roster and things, it keeps now. Like at first, I didn't know who nobody was on AAA and who they were fighting and stuff. But now, since I'm getting a lot of interactions with everybody, I'm starting to get a better following, a better understanding of AAA and the guys that's at play. So when I see Javon Evans go and get some of these other guys, I'm like, cool, I can understand. I can flow with it a lot better. He got the dub. When I see the mixed tag and I see, I think Lola Vice and the Iguana dude going against Ethan Page and shout out to Ethan Page. I think a Brian Pillman-esque lane is for him. Like I think he can play like the crazy role very well. Like he gives that look, and I think he can do that. But we'll see if he ever makes the main roster. But him and Chelsea Green, these are names that I know. And they was fighting, and then they retained their belts. So that was cool. The main match, the double turn and all these other things with the El Viking and all these other, like, cool. I was following everything. And then finally, I figured they was on SmackDown on the same goddamn show. I was surprised I didn't get it then. They got the brothers together. Can we get these dudes together and like really have them as a tag team to help save the tag team division? Matter of fact, who the hell are the tag team champions of SmackDown? I don't know where they at. Should be them. Why not? Right? So, all in all, this week, it leaves a lot to be desired sometimes with wrestling, man. It's like yo, I'm not backstage. I'm not a part of Triple H, former DX crew or nothing like that. Like, there's better storylines that could be brought out, and they just don't do it. They just go the opposite way sometimes, and it's frustrating. And they're trying to make this woman match into something that it doesn't need to be. I didn't need to see a one-on-one with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. I didn't need to see that. I wasn't entertained by that.
That was cheesy.
It was whack. It was just whack. They try to do the Cody and Roman that was Cody and Roman. Like that was a whole different vibe versus this sit down that I got between these two. I can't even remember the feud that y'all had. It wasn't like it was Rhea and Liv having a sit down. It wasn't like it was Charlotte and Tiffany having a sit down. I got to go back a couple years for y'all. What we talking about? So, all in all, let's go. I'm gonna have to go with the crowd, man. I'm gonna have to go with the team. This is a deep pause. This is trash, and it could be so much better. I'm entertained, but it's like, yo, like y'all can do just so much better.
All right, we got. I don't want to say nothing. We just got D's. Pause. Travis, let's go back to you, bro. What's I was about to say we got hard D's, and I was gonna say we got soft D's. Pause. I'm like every one of them like pause, and I just said saying by itself. Pause. So hey, Travis, go back to you, bro. What's your go back? Please give us your overall opinion of this week's wrestling.
But like I was saying, man, like I still think John Cena shouldn't have been in that 6-man tag team match. Like it don't make sense. You're basically teaming him up with a guy that he could have been fighting later on in this tournament. But I know this shoulder thing just kind of nowhere. I didn't really pay attention to the first time when I first seen it when Sheamus made an entrance that he had the tape on his shoulder until it was like, okay, I went back and watched it a little bit early and realized, okay, he had the tape. But I would have been disappointed if I went to Madison Square Garden and seen John Cena wrestling that match, because as a fan, I felt like if this is his last Raw, he should have got a straight up one-on-one match with somebody. Maybe was a slight open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. I would have liked to see at least a Super Cena moment on his last Raw, at least. What else? I mean, I love the brawl between the WarGames teams with all the guys and everything. Maxine Dupree, she finally got her moment, won the chip. What else? Okay. Now NXT. I love the moment between Oba Femi and Ricky Saints, even though y'all know how I feel about Ricky Saints. I felt like this is like if Oba wasn't going to get called up or have that feeling that he wasn't get called up out of everybody, I felt like this was his moment right here to be like, all right, I lost the championship. I supposedly went back home and got myself right, and now I'm gonna just come back and just straight up destroy everybody. This whole Tatum Paxi thing, I've been called that. I mean, it finally happened. But BA, the guy name was Miles Bourne. I actually think he's going to be the one that probably be the Iron Survivor winner. I think it's just by him teaming up with Ricky Saints back when the whole TNA NXT thing was going on. I think he's getting the push. I also think that Tavion Heights and Josh Briggs going to also be in that match also, because I don't see nobody else as far as like guys on the NXT roster right now that's kind of like, okay, I can actually put these guys inside the Iron Survivor match. I love the fact that
how many people were supposed to be in that match? Like, what's the?
It's like a whole gang of them, and it'd be like like you get pinned and you be outside of like in a little like penalty box kind of thing. Like it's like on hockey, AAA. I mean, I love AAA. This AAA. The only thing I have beef with AAA is that I want to understand what they're saying. Like I wish that YouTube would have gave us like at least like some type of way to give us like at least like some subtitles at least. I think that AAA should also.
That's more WWE though, Trav. They don't have any like they don't have any English commentating team or nothing like that. Or they should have them at the way they have a Spanish
I'm just saying,
announce
like,
team. They should have an English announce team there.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, but WWE should have an English announce team with an announce crew there, so that people can watch it that speak English. More people will watch it. It's like that's a little bit of like you care. You feel me? Like that's okay. We really care. We're going to do this. They're not spending the money on it.
Like, because I'm
That's a fact.
like, as me watching these matches on AAA, like I'm invested in the matches. I just want to understand what everybody is saying. Like, I love that what is it, the big 6-man tag, 8-man tag with the Psycho Circus and the other cats out there and everything. Like, but Psycho Clown and what's his name? Patagonia, like they're my favorite, like by AAA guys right now. Like from the last AAA till now, I mean, they're basically like my favorites so far as like AAA. I'm glad that Javon Evans didn't go completely, you know, beatable in this whole week of wrestling. He got at least one win out of his 3 matches for this week. What was that Grace said? Now I don't understand. I think they need to do better as far as like AAA with these. I don't know if it's supposed to be a camera or a light or whatever, but he needs to like discreet glasses or something, because I don't know if they was like referee or actually coal miners. But SmackDown was basically SmackDown.
He talking about the little light thing they got on their head.
Yeah, it's like a little thing, like you know how the joints be like.
No, you're right.
Back in
right.
the day, like a big old pizza cutter on the middle of their foreheads and all that stuff. Like yo, what is that? Like I could have like y'all remember that headband thing, like the basketball headband with that extra piece in the middle that went
with the extra
towards
piece
the
of
back
the
of the
joint.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked just like that. Like they need to cut that out. But SmackDown, I felt like SmackDown is normally a basic SmackDown. We basically got, the women's team all together. We know who's participating in that match. Penta pulled it off. Finn Balor lost. Like BA was saying when we had our conversation, when I was in the shop, the whole Drew McIntyre thing, I wish I also would have said, what had happened on Cody's tour bus. Like, what had happened? Like, did he just, start tailing on him? Did he actually, like, go into a glass or something like that? But it's just, man, I'm had to agree with the rest of the folks. Like, then I tried my hardest not to like focus on the bad Raw of Cena moment, but I'm gonna have to give it a D2 pause.
So, man, that's crazy. You got 3 Ds. Pause. That's crazy, Man, I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm gonna give it an A. D. I'm lying. I was gonna give it an F. Shout to my guy Bobby Monsoon and all that stuff. He usually talk about like story lines and all that. Like, bro, everybody in professional wrestling damn near can put on a good match. Like, damn near everybody. Is that point now where we're at that point in time. It's like evolution in sports, anything else, where guys get to a point where it's just, they're all athletes. You can do what you want to do. It's like athletes that actually go and become wrestlers now, not like plumbers and guys that are just jobbers. They pick up off the street to just get their butt whipped to, you feel me, like go to next door. But it's no storyline, bro. Like the only thing that changed anything for me, like anything that was, I'm gonna just say what was unexpected on the week. Carmelo Hayes getting a victory. He didn't get a pinfall victory though. I'm hoping maybe they do something like you saying, BA. He didn't get a pinfall or a submission though. It was just a count out. Nobody cares about that, but I guess it's a tournament, so it doesn't matter. You win however you can win. Let me see. What was it? Was NXT anything happened in NXT? What's her name won the title, but I'm not even a big fan of her winning the title. What's her name? Maxine Dupree. I'm not even a big fan of her winning the title because now you gotta keep the title on her or even get rid of it real quick. And you build her forever is like somebody that's just it was difficult for to get one pinfall.
JC Jane.
So kind of like JC Jane in a way. Like, and I didn't care about JC Jane on Tuesday and all that. I didn't care about because I already know that Oba came out there and cut an awesome promo, but I know he's not going to win. They're just doing all of this to build up Ricky Saints. Like this is Ricky Saints going to have, and the thing is with Ricky Saints, like it's going to make him, I guess, look stronger in the moment. But he has nobody else, like you were saying, kind of in a way, to like bounce off of once Trick and Oba are gone. Like the men's division is trash. Ethan Page, or you got him there, which is cool. Ethan gonna eventually come up. He gonna be like Chelsea Green. He gonna always have a job. Josh Briggs is trash. That dude is trash. I'm serious, bro. Like this dude, come on, man. Come on, bro. This dude remind me like a Jacob and Eli Blue or something like that or something. Like this dude is trash, bro. Like, nah, he's not that dude. The guy y'all talked about, the what is it, something born or whatever? His speech impediment worse than Cody or Miles Born. His speech impediment is worse than Cody Rhodes.
It's Miles Born.
Unless he changed his whole gimmick up and just stop talking and come out with a manager or something like that.
I believe he's deaf.
Wait.
Okay, then that's horrible that he's deaf, but it's still an issue. That's fine, but I still just
I'm not knocking it. You heard my take on
it. He's deaf, and that's fine, right? I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad that what's her name? EO Sky and them are Japanese. You feel? I'm not mad at that. That don't mean that's what I want to hear every day. You feel what I'm saying? Like he can be a special character on the side, or he should have a manager if he can't really hear. You feel me? He has like you work around that like anybody else. Bro, like your boy, what's his name back in the day that had the one leg and all that. Like, I don't want to see that. That's a special attraction once in a while. And then these guys are superheroes.
What's his name? Josh, was it Josh Godwin? Dave Godwin? It was something Godwin
or something like that. Yeah, it was something like I understand everybody with their superhero and he can be around. I'm not saying he can't be a wrestler. I'm saying he not. I'm sorry. From what I've seen, so he's not the one that's carrying it. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. He's not gonna be one to carry the brand. Not doing that, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You being there is a major step. You feel me? Like a major milestone and the representation that you will give of actually being there. But you're not going to be the guy to carry the brand. I'm sorry. So I don't want to see that. But that's who Ricky Saints has to lose the title to at some point. One of those guys or something like that, or Joe Hendry. You feel me? Like a Joe Hendry or Mike Santana. He's going to have to hold it down until those guys get involved because there's no one else left in the men's division at all. It's over. Let's see. That was NXT. I say Raw, Gunther, and all that stuff. I still think Gunther gonna win. I know you said Camelo Hayes. I think Gunther gonna win. They switched him up with the little music and all. I think they change him face for a reason. Like this is. I think John Cena gonna shake his hand once it's over. I think that's the plan.
Yeah, he got his old music back.
Yep. Mike Santana. Cry Me a River, bro. You can end TNA now. It was exciting for one reason and one reason only, bro. It was the only one reason I got it. I was like, damn, I'm interested in watching TNA. It wasn't Nick Nemeth. It wasn't the Hardy Boys. It wasn't anybody else you want to call it. Mike Santana, Elijah. It wasn't none of them dudes. They still over there. It's Trick Williams. He gone. You might as well just, like, I think these dudes are going to come over to end it. I think TNA might be done soon anyway. I think they're going to sell themselves to WWE. That's the ultimate plan. But, like, I think Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, obviously, they're over there now. They're going to be NXT and the WWE eventually anyway. SmackDown, a bunch of nothing, really. Cody Rhodes with his promo and all that stuff. That was cool. Steiner never better than Rhodes and all that stuff. I don't need to see all this. Let's just get to WarGames. They just finding ways to put these guys together. That whole Drew McIntyre scene where Cody Rhodes lost any type of credit when Cody Rhodes came back out and got on the table and did all that. It was like, yo, we just saw him laid out on the stairs of his bus or whatever like that. And then he back in the ring. Oh, God, I want to see you and all that stuff. I'm like, this dude is really super. This is crazy. Like, he just evolved to, like, the super Cody. Even The Rock had him down, like you said before. Drew McIntyre is irrelevant. Like, he does nothing. So I'm ready for the WarGames match. I'm really excited for WarGames. I want to see how they use Brock Lesnar. Because the way they built, because people about to go for a trip. When he get in the ring, I'm like, how they going to, we're going to see how they deal with this with him being Brock Lesnar and all that. But Triple A, I'm with you, Travis.
Usos.
I want to watch. What you say, BA?
Usos.
Yeah, you're right. A bunch of suplexes. Yep, by the Usos and all that. You're right.
Jimmy Uso.
Especially Jimmy Uso. Yeah, Jimmy Uso probably going to take about 20 suplexes.
It's Jimmy Uso.
He probably going to take a super one up the top of the cage or something like that, bro, into the ring or something. It's going to be Jimmy Uso, yeah.
Didn't he do Don't say that because the rest of the guys last year.
Yo, the rest of the guys, he gonna break it again. The rest of the guys can't take bumps, bro. The rest of the guys, you got Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, right? Who I'm missing? There's one more, right?
At the end of the day,
and Jey Uso.
There's only a few guys that's lucky to be in this spot right now. Jimmy
is the one that's like, whoa, bro.
Spot.
If you wasn't Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, brother and cousin, yeah, you're not supposed to be involved in this one, bro. Like this is ridiculous. That's a Seth Rollins spot. You feel me? That's not for Jimmy Uso or nothing like that. So nothing changed in that. I know they did that whole thing. It didn't change anything for me. Let's get the War Games and all. So like I said, overall for this week, I'm with y'all, man. I'm gonna give it a D. It was a couple of things I got excited about, Paul, as far as I was happy to see. But I know Apollo Crews returned too. But back to AAA, like I was saying with you, Trez. I'm sorry. I'm with you, bro. Yeah, Apollo Crews showed up in AAA. Wasn't it? It was AAA. Apollo Crews showed up. Yeah. But with AAA, I'm the same thing with you, Travis. I try to watch some of it. I usually watch highlights and sometimes like individual matches when they show them back up to certain people. I can't watch the whole event unless it's like a WWE promoted one because I don't understand what they're saying. I say the same thing. Like I don't understand what they're saying. Like I need storyline. What am I watching this for? Wrestling is wrestling. That's fine. They're like action figures. Like I don't watch wrestling to cut the sound off. I watch basketball and all. I can cut the sound off and all. Like wrestling, the sound is a part of it. The JR calls and all that stuff is a part of it. You feel me? Go ahead, Travis.
Mm-hmm.
No,
but I did watch the whole thing. But when I was watching it, it had like pauses in between where I guess it's supposed to be commercials. So basically, I just saw a whole bunch of matches.
That's what I'm saying. You just watch the matches and you like, I have no clue. So here's my thing. In AAA, unless they involve in WWE, I have no clue who's the face and the heel most of the time. Until I hear the reactions and all that stuff. Who's saying, I'm like, is he a heel? Is he a face? I don't know what's going on. You feel me? Like it's like I got to use nonverbal communication at that point to deal with it. Like it's my time now. But yeah, that's my overall. I'm giving it.
I don't even know how the Kingo even became to
figure it out.
No, it's not difficult. It's just something extra. It's just not it's a task,
right?
With it,
you feel me? Like that I don't want to do.
It's like reading subtitles. I don't want every movie that I watch. I tell Queen all the time. I don't just watch movies with subtitles. I'd rather hear them speak in English because I speak in English. Like I watch some movies with subtitles, but I don't want to watch every single movie I watch or every TV show with subtitles on. Exactly. I'm fine with the dub version. People be hating them. I'm like, oh, all right, let me hear that. But Travis, what was that 435, man?
Yes, sir. By the people at Fanatics.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem when your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description. Hey, let's see what's up with. All right, yeah. First up, we got a PLE next week, and if you didn't know, while I'm saying this, I'll say it now. I'll say it again later. We're going to have our next week's show directly following the Survivor Series War Games PLE. So around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Check your times. I don't for 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Should be doing a show around that time, depending on when the PLE actually ends. So if it's 3 hours around that time, we should be fine. If it goes a little bit over, we may start a little bit later, but check us out there. Now, up to the card, we have them read from the bottom up. We have John Cena defending his Intercontinental Championship against Dominic Mysterio. We have Stephanie Vaquer defending her WWE Women's Championship against Nikki Bella. The Women's War Games match with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee. I guess she's the captain. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. We have the Men's War Games match, I guess led by Cody Rhodes with Jimmy Uso, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso going up against Brock Lesnar-led team with Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul. So I'll go around the room. Give me your, I guess, quick thoughts. You can say how you feel the event's going to be, what you think the letter grade may possibly be, and also, I guess, or the results of the match. So it's up to you guys. So I'll start with you now, BA, since I guess Queen dropped off for a second. What's your overall opinion of this lineup, bro?
3 of the 4 is definitely something I'll watch. And you notice we went it was 4 people that gave their opinions on Raw, and I don't think none of us mentioned Stephanie Valkyrie and Nikki Bella, and that should say something. This what made me remember this. Me and Trav was talking, and it was like I'd rather have Jade go against Nishan and B-Fab and let her wash both of them than watching this particular match right here. I don't need to see this match. If you want to see a mass exit of everyone using the bathroom at the same time, this is the bathroom break of all bathroom breaks. No one's going to sit and watch this match on this card. So that's my problem with this match. It's not needed. I don't even care if her sister come out. The other Bella. It doesn't matter.
Brie.
None of it matters. They should have found some way to shoehorn her into that other match some kind of way. If the other team got the both champions representing in this particular match and other heavyweights, they should have did the same exact thing. I digress. Of course, this is where Dom gets his belt back. It was nice that Cena had the Intercontinental Championship back for a little bit, but Dom gets his back. I wouldn't be surprised if Rey Mysterio turns and turns heel in this situation. Just give us something different. We in San Diego. He still won't get booed. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna love him. This is San Diego. This is their hometown. And they're gonna ride with Rey Mysterio and Dom. So I think this is the time. And I think this is why we got an extra Rey Mysterio match with tagging or partnering with John Cena just to set that up a little bit more. I think that's something to be done. Or else John Cena washes him. That's just not you. I don't think you want to bury talent like that. Dom is on the upswing. Let Dom keep building. Let Dom get his belt back. The big two. I'll go with the women's. Just as long as Nia Jax don't carry the show like she did last year, because she was god awful. Being one of the first ones to come out and try to do that, the longevity stint in there. Don't have her do that. Just let her come through towards the end and have a little dominant streak, and then let's see what's happening. It's too much for her. That's probably why they got Lash over there. And Lash, her forearm smash, that's better than freaking Ilias by far. She's smacking these women.
Better than H-Bomb.
Way better than the H-Bomb. So shout out to Lash on that. But I think I don't think both heels win when it comes to the War Games. So it's gonna be split. Let's say I want the heel women to win. And let's say the faces of the men win. Let's go with that. But I'm okay with either or when it comes to the men's side. Both of them I can see beautiful outcomes from. This one, it's just I'd rather see Rhea and everything start to break up. I don't need to see everyone all lovey-dovey together. That does nothing to me. Some of these women need to get served up to Jade. Some of these women, let's see what AJ does. See how much ring rust she has and things like that. So I don't want to go too long-winded. And like I said, for the main match, we just joked around. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Pause. You gonna get that work in this match. You gonna definitely go to Suplex City. But yeah, I think the faces win. I just think it's gonna be just too much for them. You got two champions and you got Roman on your team, man. You should not. Jay just was a champion. You shouldn't lose this match. Honestly, you just shouldn't. I don't care who Brock is. You shouldn't lose this match, especially when Cody said, "I already beat you twice." You know what I'm saying? And Roman clearly got a couple of victories off of him. So no one's afraid of Brock. That's what it is. In this match, no one's afraid of him as they probably should be. But, we'll see. But it's going to be havoc. It's going to be carnage. It's probably going to be a little bit better than last year's, in my opinion. So I'm here for it. But faces, Faces for the men, heels for the women.
I like that. Anybody else? Want to give a quick comment? You say yeah, Queen? Go ahead. I think I muted you. There you go. Oh, she muted herself. There you go.
Yeah, I accidentally remuted myself.
Man.
So Survivor Series, man, I am really trying to see them Bellas. Like I already said that before. Like that, like I understand that she's trying to, reestablish herself and go out as a heel and all that. But she could have been left off this shit, to be honest. But I am looking to see what Lash Legend and them do, and I kind of do agree with BA and the kind of want to see like the heel women really kind of win there. But overall, man, yeah, like we'll see, we'll see. I'm hoping that this is one of the better PLEs of the year.
I feel you, Travis.
Man, I'm just looking forward. I hope it's a good card. That's all I'm hoping for. But any winners right now, I can't pick. I mean, I really don't care about Stephanie or Nikki Bella. I'm just looking forward to really the war games matches, really.
Yeah.
But I can't pick a winner. I just need more time to sit on it and think about it.
I suppose. I do. He looking down too in his picture.
I ain't looking down.
On your picture, you on my screen. You frozen looking down. But I'm not worried about the Nikki Bella thing. Please don't win that match. Like Stephanie, just leave that title. I don't know why they doing this with you. Like you about to have a phony. Are they going to talk about her world championship reign being phony? Are they going to say that about her as well? Are they going to keep it? No, it's different when they love Stephanie.
Started.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's difficult again when you can't speak English and you having a like reign like that. It's like, ooh, it's difficult. But we're gonna talk more about that later on as well. Here's my thing with John Cena. I keep saying with you, BA. My only thing with John Cena is and what's his name? Dominic. John Cena only got one more match left. It's kind of like the Tiffany Stratton thing we talked about. If he loses this match, doesn't that water down his last match?
Quick rebuttal. I think he wins the last match regardless.
So you got him winning the last
even if
match.
It's Camelo.
Yeesh.
Especially if it's Camelo, I think he still wins that. But Camelo got there and put on a great show, and he does the Joe Hendry moment with Randy Orton in a sense, right? Like like you're next kind of a thing. That's why I don't want Gunther to win because then he has 2 L's. But I think at the end of the day, and I'm gonna get the floor right back to you.
I'm sorry.
When we talk about this 2-3 years ago, from now, I just don't think it matters. It's just one of those stats that I just don't think. Oh, he lost his last 2 on his way out. I just don't think it matters.
But isn't his whole thing though, Cena, like his whole thing he's been saying since the beginning? My job this run is to put over the guys of the future. The guys you've been losing to aren't from the future. The guys you've been losing to is the guys you already lost to the same way and all that stuff. It has nothing to do with the future. So if your whole outcome is like I'm doing this for the future, that's why NXT involved in all that. Why would you win your last match? Like that's what I think. BA like that. I think Cena should lose his last match. That is his last match. You lose it and you put somebody over. You're done. You're retiring. You lose and you put somebody over. So if he loses this one, it's like, well, Dom should have been the last match then. So now it's like that's what I'm saying. Like you have to. It's like, damn, if he loses against Dom, then don't you expect him to lose against Gunther? Like you feel me? Like he lost to Dom. No disrespect to Dom right now, but he not Gunther right now. So if you lose to Dom, bro, you losing to Gunther. So
even if he does lose to Dom, it won't be clean. It will be, like I said, it will take something like Rey Mysterio turning heel for him to win after he got through the Judgment Day in order to win that match. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be a lot for Dom to do it in my eyes. But if Gunther do it, it's going to be clean. So
yeah, Gunther going to put him to sleep.
That's why I say
Gunther, hold up. Gunther going to make John Cena tap.
I don't need to see that.
I know you're gonna be mad about it, just like when people are mad
He
about the
gonna
street.
try. I just saying,
Gunther gonna make John Cena be the one to quit. Never quit, all that, and never give up. He's gonna be the one to make him quit. That's what they should do.
No, sir.
That's what they should do. Yep, they should do that to John Cena for Gunther. I know you don't like Gunther. I'm not a big Gunther fan, but if he putting over the next guy, you put him out, you put him to sleep. Like Gunther made Goldberg damn near tap out. He didn't tap out, but he passed out. That's Goldberg. You feel me? He about to make John Cena go to sleep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
not my Cena. Hashtag not my Cena.
This whole year, not my Cena. But women's war games, men's wars games, or whatever. I don't care. Either one will go in, bro. I'm not mad either way. I'm not mad at the women, the heels of the women lose. Like, this is a setup for something different. It's just awesome. This is just names put together and all. I do believe the face side of war games should be a favorite, like based off the experience and all. But Brock Lesnar is supposed to be that dude where he just changes the dynamic of the thing. I think the face men are going to win, though. I feel like the face men are going to win because it doesn't matter about the men. It's a war games match. Like, the guys on the other side, the heel guys, are going to win eventually, but they don't have to win this match as a team, I feel like. And the women's side, I kind of do feel like y'all say it would be good if the heel women won this match. So we'll see. Instead of Nia Jax in the beginning, BA, maybe they should put, like you said, Lash out there. Maybe let Lash go out there and put on the show and like dominate from the beginning until one of the big house, big ladies come out. Maybe throw Alexa Bliss and an EO out there first for Lash Legend. She taking care of them, and then you got to throw one of the big dogs out there. You feel me? Between Rhea and Charlotte to help them out because they can't take care of it. So we'll see how Triple H.
Listen, I'm thinking Kyrie gonna start first.
I was saying Kyrie can. I mean, she might. She might.
It might be Kyrie.
She might, but Kyrie weak as hell. Like, I think you want to start off with I think you want to start off with the heels. But Kyrie on the same side as Lash. She can't.
They're on the same team.
Oh shit.
That's why I think. So I don't think it's gonna be Kyrie because I think you want to start off with the heels have an advantage.
That's it. It depends. It depends what happens on Monday.
I see Alexa starting on.
But I think Lash might start because she's the rookie. They might put her out there saying that as she the rookie, so go out there and do your thing. But that's basically all I gotta say. I expect it to be a good event. We'll see how it pushes forward the storylines and all that stuff. That's what I'm more worried about. But as far as the event, I think it's gonna be an awesome event. I think it's gonna be entertaining. Has some nice spots and all. It should at least. Next, let's move on. CM Punk was on mostly sports, I guess, the other day doing an interview. This is an excerpt from the interview for the podcast listeners. He said the business has radically changed. It was a different place when I signed, then when I debuted, and then when I came back. It's such a radically different place. The thing with the title, too, is also it means you made more money. That does not exist anymore. It's good and bad. We all make more money now, which thumbs up. But my paycheck was always predicated on how many people were in the building. So I was driven towards ticket sales and the business of it. And when you're in the main events, you got paid more money, and now everyone's just kind of on a salary. So I think that's good and bad. It's good for the boys, but I also feel there's not the same ambition. I always wanted to be in the main event because, again, it got me more money. And now I don't care if I'm in the opening match because I'm still going to make the same, and I can shower and watch the show. Anybody got anything to say about that before I say my piece?
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the Mike Santana. This is Cody. This is a lot. This is what it culminates to. When you don't have that competitive drive to be that guy, when you just cool on, okay, I'm top 5 in salary, whatever the case may be. When you sign guys and they have appearance clauses where as though they can show up every 6 weeks or something like that, that's bad for business, right? There's not one guy that can constantly entertain the masses on a week in, week out basis. And growing up, coming out of '86, like that's what we got used to. Your main guy, or at least people that's going through that for that main title, was supposed to put on a show with or without wrestling, week in and week out. It never dropped off. It never. Austin just said himself he had a moment with Kurt Angle when he had the hats, the little him Vince and Kurt Angle had the little sombrero hats. He was like, yo, they both was hurt, but I gotta be entertaining to the people some kind of way. And he saw it, he thought of it, the creativity went, and he went with it. And it's a segment where as though it's one of the most replayable segments on YouTube in a sense. There's a moment in wrestling. So when you have this lackadaisical approach where we just want to pay everybody significant amounts and that they can set their own schedules and things like that, you get what we talk about every single week. It's not entertaining. The storylines aren't the best. Vince would come up with maybe a character or some kind of storyline, and then the wrestlers themselves would just maximize it to a whole degree. Triple H said himself, even more frustrated. Triple H said himself at the height of DX, or at the height of him being a face in a sense. He was like, yo, I need to turn heel in order to keep up with the others so I can maintain that and we can have better matches and keep moving forward. And stuff. That was the wrestlers kind of coming up with certain things like that. Why are we making such a left turn whereas though we get this product every single week of mediocrity? That's just what it is. This shit is mediocre. Best. And none of these guys can hold a candle to of years past. Prime Cena, Prime Orton, Prime Edge. Like these guys, they can't. They're not entertaining anymore. So I don't get it. But this is where we at. When you have these clauses, when you have these things where it, like you said, and then one word he said was ambition. People aren't as ambitious as they used to be. It is what it is.
Triple H has changed it to a true soap opera, bro. It's officially a soap opera, meaning he hires folks with the idea of what they're going to be already. So it's like I have a position. He's auditioning them in his head, and he's saying that's my guy. Instead of Vince McMahon would go and get natural reactions, and you had to build to become that guy. Triple H is saying, I already see you. You're my guy. It doesn't matter what's going on. That's why he went and chased down Cody Rhodes. That's why he went and chased down Aleister Black. These guys are corny. You feel me? And it's like, but that's Triple H's guy. This is who he's entertained by. Instead of who we're entertained by, this is who he believes is the guy should be entertaining us or whatever. So he gives us all of that. This basically answered everything for me. This is why the titles don't mean anything. Why? I mean, it doesn't matter. You get paid like the titles don't mean anything. The guys don't even care about the titles. CM Punk just said, I didn't need a title. It doesn't matter. I get paid what I get paid. Titles mean nothing to these wrestlers. It's no ambition for the guy to win the title no more. Like CM Punk just said, why? It used to increase my pay. Winning the title doesn't increase your pay no more. That's also why I got a little frustrated when I heard the little Joe Hendry thing. I don't have a problem with Joe Hendry at all. I'm a fan of Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry got a guaranteed WWE contract, and he's about to start in NXT. You know, guys in NXT and all that stuff make $30,000 a year and stuff like that. Been in the NXT. We talk about folks that were in NXT for like 4 years and stuff like that, making money and that type of stuff. But you brought a guy over and gave him, because he was your dude, and gave him a straight contract. So it's like basically putting them over top of the guys that already worked their ass off for you and your company for these years to say this other guy. That's what I talked to you about before when I was saying, Triple H, why does he keep bringing these guys over instead of bringing his own guys up? That would make me feel some type of way if I'm like, damn, I'm busting my ass in NXT. I've been down here with Shawn Michaels with the grind and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, I've been champion for a bunch of times, or I haven't been champion yet. And you just bring this guy over and gonna give him he has to go to NXT, but you will give him a WWE contract. What type of stuff is this? Like, how do you say that to your employees? But that's what Triple H and them are doing, man. I don't get this. So this shit is phony. It is what it is. It's trash. The product is trash. The reason why the IWC yells it, it's trash. Triple H can't do this shit. His rules, the way he does wrestling is not wrestling. Now, I know I don't want to be the man on the get off my lawn, the old guy and all that stuff. But when tradition is best for business, you keep tradition. Not all traditions are bad. You feel me? It worked. You're going against the tradition. You've always been wanting to try to go against stuff, and your shit don't work. That's why you lost your push to Steve Austin. That's literally why you weren't Steve Austin, because you tried to go against the grain and be hard-headed, and it didn't work out for you. That's who Triple H has always been. That's who he will be. This product is trash. Cody Rhodes going to be the face forever, whether you boo him, cheer him, or whatever. Because back in the day when we felt like Vince McMahon had his thing on for certain guys, now Triple H has his thing on for certain guys. It don't matter what you do. Triple H don't care at hell. Like, that's why I don't believe in the Carmelo thing now. That's why I lost hope in everybody else and all that stuff. I'm getting to a point. It don't matter, bro. CM Punk is telling us it don't matter what you do. It don't matter how loud the audience is yelling, "Whip that trick." If Triple H don't got a role for him, if Triple H don't feel like, hey, there's a role in my storyline in this, you feel me, soap opera I got going on, can I write a character in there, Trick Williams? What I'm gonna write Trick Williams in there doing? He's the complete mastermind and puppeteer, and he does not care, bro. Like, it has nothing to do with us at all. He has to get pushed to an extreme point of a R-Truth for somebody to do something where we care. Other than that, he's looking us in our face and saying, suck it, as he's always done.
He kind of like just be throwing shit at the wall. I feel like they just throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks.
We have nothing to say about it. Like
okay, this worked okay. Oh, this didn't. We'll never do it ever again.
Bro, he just said earlier about you showing stuff to the people that paid tickets. Bruce Pritchard has literally said he don't care enough about people that watch at home. Bruce Pritchard has literally said that he still works there. He said that we don't care nothing about the people that don't buy tickets. Bro, I can't buy tickets. So that's my thing on the whole thing. Lastly, Travis, you got anything? Say real quick. Queen putting the Nickelodeon foot up in the camera. Head. Okay, cool.
No, I ain't got no hold
on. Lastly, last tea we got. We have, I should say. We didn't get a chance to talk about this yet, but it's been confirmed after Tank was, I guess, was he dropped out or fired from his role? What do you say? Released from his contract. Anthony Joshua has signed on to be a part of the fight with Jake Paul on December the 19th. And the rules are as follows. It's a sanctioned professional heavyweight fight. So it isn't an exhibition. It is sanctioned. It's only 8 3-minute rounds, though. It's 10-ounce gloves, and there's a rehydration clause. So Anthony Joshua can't weigh more than 245 pounds. I'm going to say my piece on this, and then y'all say what y'all want to say. Anthony Joshua should beat the hell out of Jake Paul, right?
So my issue, yeah, I was gonna say. So if in the real world, that's what I was gonna say is that Anthony Joshua would lay his ass out. But I'm starting to feel like there are like, I guess I don't want to say unseen forces, but undisclosed things that happen that for some reason I feel like he's gonna lose to him. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's gonna be a payday for Anthony Joshua, but yeah, I feel like he's gonna lose to Jake Paul. Like I don't know why, because this just seems like people that I believe are gonna beat him don't seem to beat him. So I'm gonna finally now start leaning towards the other way.
So I knew the whole like Mike Tyson, old as hell. That's a setup and all. Anthony Joshua is still technically, I guess, say not in his prime because he's not as good as he was when he was a champion, when he's a heavyweight champion, but he's still like in his boxing like lifetime and all. He's a former heavyweight champion. Yeah. He should beat the hell. Champion. He's way bigger than Jake Paul. He should beat the hell out of him. Like in any other time, I'd have said, damn, this is a fight Jake Paul wouldn't take because this is crazy. Jake Paul can get his ass whipped. But for some reason, I'm saying the same. I'm like, yo, why did Jake Paul take this fight? This is crazy. Unless it's just his last big fight. And he's like, I'm done. I'm getting out of this or whatever like that. But it has to be right where he looks better than he's supposed to against this. Like Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua way taller than this dude too. Like I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna watch it because it's the one I know this though. I'm gonna say this one. As long as everything's straight and fair or whatever. If Jake Paul wins this fight, nobody can question him no more. Like that's it. You can't question him.
Right. I was gonna say the same thing. If he wins this fight, it's no Joshua, more,
bro. You cannot question this dude. Like you can't. I know I don't believe it and all that, but if he beats this guy, you cannot question him. Unless he just takes a payday. And I'm like, would Anthony Joshua really do that? So I don't know, but that's my 2 cents. I'm gonna watch it. He got me again. I wasn't gonna watch another one of that Mike Tyson one. I'm like, damn, I want to see Anthony Joshua knock him out so badly. I ain't gonna lie.
Just keep calling you.
But
Um,
go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
you know, like I said, win or lose, man. I need Anthony Joshua to do the money dance. Must be the money. Shout out to Prime, Atlanta Falcon, Prime. This is where we're at right now. This is boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, for this generation, for all my older heads. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that this is what's being produced right now. No longer are we going to get classic fights anymore. This is it. And Anthony Joshua, if he loses, it's like, I still think the fix will be in. So I'm just not going. It's nothing that's going to happen for me to not think that. It is what it is. So I hear you. I hear you, King. I hear you saying, like, I hear you, and I won't argue against you. I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm 10 toes down on this one. So like, the fix was in. He got paid some kind of way that I don't know about. Because there's no way in hell he should beat him. Anthony Joshua only
There's no
loses
way,
to
bro.
people that have been fighting since
He lost to Ruiz, but Ruiz still a fighter though. Yeah, I know he was heavy.
Yeah, so I'm saying,
like I
said, he's been fighting since he was a child. So those naturally fluid boxers are his kryptonite in a sense. If you just picked up boxing within a short amount of time, that's what Anthony Joshua is, and he's the prototype of that. And he's what you want to be. He's the Jay Cargill of this thing. Like, he's where you at. So this person does not have the skill set or the reach, pause, or anything else to contend with him. So there's no way it should happen. I don't care if it's one shot. I call the flag, fixes him. So
you think it's going to end up being an exhibition because Anthony Joshua can't make weight?
That's a nice way to make an exhibition. Either way, I don't care.
Yeah,
he should not lose.
That's crazy. But all right, Joe. BA, your turn, bro. What was our tea brought to us by?
The good people at Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show. All right, y'all. Let's see if we have any questions or comments. If we do, and you're interested in talking to us, hit us with the @WTC so we know you're talking to us and not anybody else in the comments. And we'll get to your questions or comment as long as it's respectful. Let's get to it. Let's get to the end of the show. Appreciate y'all.
Sponsored by True Classic.
Always wanted to try True Classic, but hate shopping online? Keep watching. You've probably seen our ads online. Look, I get it, you're skeptical. I mean, is everything we sell really as soft and well-fitting as we say it is? If you need to try us before you buy us, True Classic now has stores nationwide. Visit one of these stores and you can fit, feel, and outfit a bunch of our customer favorites. So don't wait for shipping or worry about how much to spend. Visit one of our retail stores today and see the True Classic difference for yourself.
Hey, shout out to True Classics and DDP. All right, let's get to the comments. We got Ernesto in the house, and I feel like The Rock was a menace to WWE. He sang happy birthday to Stephanie, and he said, this happy birthday to Stephanie, you're a hoe with big breasts, so take the night off hooking. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, yeah, man. Some of the stuff The Rock said now, that's wild. Or back then. Gee, he be canceled today. What up? Love from Japan. Appreciate you, man. That's what's up. All the way over in Japan, man. I got on my elbow, if you can see. Nihon.
Internationally.
He said aloha from Hawaii. Hey. Hawaii. Queen been over there. I get a Hawaii.
Yes, sir.
We got C also saying championship titles are nothing but props. These days, there's no more heritage or traditions anymore. Facts. I got Kai in the house from Black Couch Booking. I almost said something else.
Booking.
Freaking Cap and Crown.
Yeah.
Kai, question for you actually. I'm gonna send you our we did an around the yard show, like around the horn for our Cap and Crown. I know you watch basketball as well, but I'm thinking of possibly getting one together with like all the content creators we've dealt with and maybe more for like a wrestling one. So I want to send you that and see if you're interested in it and all, and see if we can get you guys together and all do that. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, we can get a Dietrich and get Bobby back.
Yeah, and Bobby as well. Yep, and maybe get somebody else and I'll get more. Like I think that'd be cool. He also says,
Yeah, and if you're a content creator, especially if you're Black, leave a comment. Because we definitely want to, do more stuff like you said with other content creators, and it's just all good vibes. Like I want to see your content as well, like because y'all be having some good takes. So definitely follow us, and we'll follow you back. Leave a comment.
Sean says pro wrestling has changed over time and evolved due to big entertainment companies buying high rate. And he also says, don't just win, but knock out Jake Paul on his ass so he never boxes again. Bro, that's what I think of that. It's like my mind is saying to me for real, like, there's no way Jake Paul can win. It's like Anthony Joshua should beat the hell out of him. I'm talking like beat the hell out of this dude. I'm just like, it's gonna be a massacre in my brain. I'm sitting like, bro, it should just be a massacre. They're not even like on the same level, on the same like weight, nothing reach, like you said, BA. Like he going to just stand there. He should be able to pummel his ass. Remember Lennox Lewis against Mike Tyson? When Lennox Lewis just kept stabbing his ass and was beating the hell out of him and all that stuff. When that was Mike, when he was on the meds or whatever, and that's how I feel. Like I feel like Anthony Joshua is gonna beat the hell out of Jake Paul, bro. But we'll see. But yeah, man, that's all the comments, man. We appreciate everybody for joining us for another episode. Y'all, I know it went over an hour. We had to talk about a few things, but we appreciate all of y'all. Kyle, like I said, I'm gonna get in contact with you, bro. Appreciate you always from Black Couch Booking, man. Make sure y'all check him out over there on his YouTube channel, my man. He growing, doing great things. He doing it up for us, for the Black people over here on our YouTube. We got a few Black friends we appreciate all our friends actually, but we're the blackest YouTube channel. We call ourselves over here Blackest Wrestling Channel, so we definitely want to appreciate our Black friends. But thank everybody that was in the comments as well. Thank everybody that did that. Like I said, leave a comment after the show if you weren't here for the live recap or live
question.
Hawaii,
Japan. Yes, we love our international fans.
Please leave a comment, anything, a question, comment, as long as it's respectful. We'll definitely get back to you. We'll be back next week as well. I want to say same time. No, we're doing it on Saturday. We're actually going on vacation after that for a whole week.
We're
doing a Saturday next week.
We're going to do a Saturday evening if you are looking for a place to watch these WWE PLEs or WWE events or NXT or anything we talk about on the show, damn near anything. If we talk about it on the show, we will be showing it on Discord. Having a watch party in Discord where you can be in the description. Yes. You can check us out. Kyle, you need to go there too, bro. I know you do on watch alongs, but coming to the Discord and all, so you can talk over there when we're doing our shows. That's what we do ours. But check us out on Discord. Follow everything we got in the description. We have a whole bunch of different social medias and all that. We try and get our follow-ups. So our follows up over there. So appreciate it. We have all of our links under our names as far as our individual ones. We appreciate everybody. Thanks to Playback. Thanks to Fanatics. Thanks to True Classics.
Thank you for all the comments today too. That was awesome.
Let me see everybody.
Before you leave, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. It'll be now beside Travis's shoulder. He frozen still for the rest of the show. He's been there, but hit it by his left shoulder down there. Hit the like button as well before you leave out the door, so we can be put out there to other folks like yourself, so they can see this great content. Hit the notification bell so you're always notified when these color people drop a new video. It may never be on time, but we'll be there right on time. Also, something else I wanted to say, follow us on our other channel, We Talk Combat Clips. We have condensed versions of the show. I drop those over there damn near daily. When we have shorts from the show, we should have a bunch from this show actually. Do me another favor as well, follow my guy BA along with Rel, Big J, and Will over there. He's the cousin Cuz We Geek, where they talk about all things geek culture and anime, movies, and television as well. So shout out to my guys. They do shows on Tuesday evenings and Saturday mornings. Also follow my guy BA as well with the 695 crew, Larry and Calvin, and Get Off the Damn Fence, where they talk about everything, but mainly sports. They have shows every Wednesday afternoon, or Wednesday evening, I should say. While you're at it, one last thing, follow myself and Rel on Cap and Crown. We got a new logo now, actually. Shout out to Rel. Rel be on that ADD trip. But we talk about all things new and old school.
Shout out to Rel, man.
new and old school basketball. We have every day in Playback with a basketball game. So if you watch NBA basketball and you need some place to watch a game just to talk it up, we follow all the teams. So it's not like one
Yeah,
side.
we got one tonight. Come on through.
Yep, we got a game tonight that we're gonna be showing and all. So every day in Playback, we usually have a game situated. We show like AAA, everything, y'all. Like we try to have a network here. We're trying to compete from the ground up with guys like ESPN. If you want to know what we're doing, Blow Sun Production, a whole network of channel and more affiliates. Try and help us out, share, like all that nonsense. Anything else, guys? Before I leave, anything anybody wants to say?
I'm gonna be starting She Talks
Yeah,
Otaku back up. As a lot of y'all knew, I was in cancer treatment, so my main treatment's over now. So we lit again. So we're gonna be doing probably December though. Probably not doing one for November because we're almost at the end of November. But we'll do one for December, and we'll make a post and make it a scheduled event in Playback, so y'all can watch over there. That's it for me.
Travis.
yes, I'm gonna try to also to drop more skits soon. So be on the lookout. And y'all can follow me on my personal page right down underneath my name,
Yes, sir.
Travito.
You dropping more wrestling ones too?
Yeah, I'll probably cook up a wrestling one too.
My guy. And follow BA for barber videos at some point.
Need
But
a
other than
Survivor
that,
Series
yeah,
one. Do one for Survivor Series.
other than that, we appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week. Same wrestling time, same wrestling channel, all that mumbo jumbo. We appreciate y'all. You are watching and listening to the brightest,
I got you.
the brightest, the best, and the blackest combat sports review show on YouTube. We talk combat. We talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. We'll see y'all next week, and we out. Peace.